Hi, it's Lee from the Japanese Water Gardens. Those of you who watch my channel will know that we have been busy this winter with a variety of renovations. In the last video, we were hard at work preparing our ponds for this year's first koi shipment. It's going to be a big one. Fortunately, the work was finished in the nick of time. When the koi arrived, everyone helped out with the unloading. It's amazing how many boxes you can squeeze into a transit van. More and more boxes kept emerging. The koi are packed in bags with a small amount of water. The bags are then inflated with pure oxygen and sealed firmly shut. These fish have been in transit for the best part of 30 hours, and they need to be handled with care. Once all the boxes were out, Matthew stacked them up by the relevant ponds. You might be wondering why these fish are going directly onto our sales ponds. After all, we have a purpose-made quarantine facility. The reason is that as this is our first shipment, the sales tanks are going to be used to quarantine the bulk of the fish. There are no other fish here, so this is a very sensible and practical arrangement. Matthew then opened up the boxes and floated the bags on the water's surface. This is done so that the temperature in the bags can equalize with the water temperature in the ponds. An extra 10 minutes in the bags after such a long journey will make no difference to the fish. Matthew then introduced the koi to the ponds. The water in the bags can be messy and contain a lot of ammonia, so it is best to avoid simply pouring it into the pond. Although it takes longer, the larger fish are often lifted from the bags one by one. Smaller koi are released into a large bowl and then lifted in with a koi sock. The ponds were closed up for the night and the fish given a chance to recover. When I arrived the next day, I was very keen to check on the fish. At this time of the year, our ponds are kept covered with large sheets of polystyrene. It's an amazing, inexpensive insulator, far better than polycarbonate sheeting or netting. We do this to help maintain a higher temperature necessary for the quarantine protocols. Yes, it drives us mad having to keep taking it off and putting it back on again at the end of every day, but it's only required for the first few weeks. In the last video, a couple of people asked the question of how do we mature our filters ready to take the fish? How can we stock up our ponds from empty to full without suffering a massive ammonia spike? So what's the secret? The answer is simple. We stored the filter media in our quarantine over the winter and seeded it regularly with ammonia. As soon as the fish go in, we add lots of bacteria supplements. Do lots of water parameter checks and change the water. It's important to point out that this is not something any pond keeper should ever do. Rapid stocking is a recipe for disaster. Choose your fish carefully and build up your stock over several months. The koi are doing well and will be ready for sale soon. If you would like to join our Japanese Water Gardens Facebook group, just search on Facebook for JWG Koi. I have left a link to it in the description of this video. I hope that you found this video interesting and will subscribe to the channel. Post some comments, give the video a thumbs up. It's bye for now, from Lee at the Japanese Water Gardens.